WUB Network, America's sports leader, presents the Progressive Cup Series. It's a big day. We're racing at Talladega Superspeedway, 2.66 miles in Alabama. It's the Aaron's 499. First off to Ed and Tony for the NABISCO pre-race show.
Thank you, Eddie, and we welcome you to the NABISCO pre-race show. Ed Kalegi alongside Tony Stewart as we get you set for today's Aaron's 499 at Talladega, where it seems like anything can and will happen.
Totally. We're going to have some real action-packed 2 and 3 wide racing today, and I can safely bet some crashes as well. This race produces wild action and sometimes even a surprising winner. Remember last year, Landon Cassill got the victory for Front Row Motorsports, and only 9 of the 39 cars finished the race.
Expect the big one today, along with intense racing, as after today only one race will remain in the regular season. Ross Chastain starts today on the pole. Let's move into our Subway selections. Tony, who's your pick today?
Well, I'm going to go with Brad Keselowski. He's due for a win, and Penske has shown a lot of speed this weekend. I'm going to pick Brad to win today.
The 88 has shown speed here for years with Dale Jr. Now I think Alex Bowman will take that Chevy to victory lane. Now let's set it to Trip McGinnis, who's on the grid.
Hey guys, this is fun. We are here at Talladega Superspeedway. I'm standing on the grass right over where it says Dega. This is so exciting. I mean, 40 cars ready to roar the laugh. After this, just one more race till the playoffs. Chevys were so strong in qualifying, but how about a couple of the Fords? They were pretty good too, especially Matt Kenseth, who struggled in qualifying this year. Matt, you're starting 8th today. How do you feel about it? You know, pretty good car overall this weekend. Number 6, Wyndham Rewards Ford. Really fast. I've been really good in the draft with some of the other Fords with some of the Penskes, so I'm hoping maybe I can get a good run going there. So, overall, I feel really good about our chances. Yeah, and you got a hot little hot rod right there, the Wyndham Rewards car. I really like that paint scheme, Matt. Best of luck today. Thank you. And we'll move further down. Let's get over to Jimmy Johnson next to his teammate in the nice little Hooters car. You got your White Lowe's car, Jimmy. You're my pick today to win. Wow, that's very special, Trip. I'm honored. And I'm glad you're honored, so do me right. 18 laps, come on, you think you can do it? Well, I mean, us Chevys, we've been really fast. I mean, we got 5 of the first 6 spots. Hendrick's been working really well this weekend together, but I know all my other teammates, they're just as hungry to win as I am. They're all battling for a playoff spot, so just got to try to avoid the big wreck. Well, best of luck, Jimmy, and how about, this is exciting, for the first time ever as I just tripped over on Alex Bowman. That's embarrassing. Bumped into a car. Meanwhile, we got Ross Chastain up here on the pole, the Melon Man. Ross, you won the Flex Seal race, started on the pole, driving for Ganassi Racing. What's this like? Trip, I'll tell you, this last month or so has been an absolute whirlwind, and I'm really excited to get this number 42 DC Solar Chevrolet on the track. We're really fast. All the Ganassi cars are fast, and I think I got a good chance today. I'd really like to steal this win and get a weekend sweep here at Talladega. Yeah, and I think you got a good chance, but it's just about time to get things started. Let's send it up to Eddie and Tony in the booth. I'll be up there soon, guys. I'm just going to have a little more fun down here before I get up there.
Thank you, Trip. We are ready to go. 40 drivers ready to roar to life here at Talladega Superspeedway, second to last race before the playoffs. And on the pole is Ross Chastain, replacing his defending series champ Kyle Larson. Good weekend for Chevy. They sweep the first 2 rows. Busch and Harvick starting towards the back. And there is your former winner here, Landon Cassill. Now the command.
Former driver, current announcer, Trip McGinnis.
Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a good time here at Talladega. Drivers, start your engines! Woo!
How about that? Trip McGinnis fires up the engines. He'll be up here in a moment. Me and Tony are here. Here's a look at your starting lineup. Chastain and Bowman, then Byron and Johnson. They row 3, highest 4, Joey Logano and McMurray, then Ty Dillon, Matt Kenseth. Row 5, Keselowski, Austin Dillon, Daytona 500 winner Chase Elliott, and Paul Menard. We got Bubba Wallace, Denny Hamlin, Ricky Stenhouse, and Eric Jones. Stenhouse won here last season as well. Row 9, Allgaier and Kane, and KJ Johnson, Chris Buescher. Row 11, Reagan and Truex. Row 12, Blaney and Rockwell. Heading towards the back, row 13, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, then Landon Cassill and Matt DiBenedetto. Then McDowell and Boyer, then Ryan Newman and Tyler Reddick dragging in that 30. Just recently bought by Rick Ware Racing, row 17, Suarez and Estrada, then Kurt Busch in the Dinger, then Michael Waltrip, Eric Almirola, Brett Moffitt, and Timmy Hill. This is Waltrip's final career start. There's your 3 DNQ, Smithley, LaJoy, and Witt. 18 laps, halfway bonus, end of lap 9. There's your pit window. Many starting towards the back. Chevy's been dominant all weekend. Late-breaking stories. Let's head it down to pit road.
Chase Elliott has been the slowest of the 4 Hendrick cars this weekend, but did win Daytona earlier this year and finished top 5 here twice last season. Don't count out the 9.
Ross Chastain may not be racing for points, but the 42 team will be going hard for the win as he replaces defending champion Kyle Larson.
Well, thank you guys. Trip back from his commander. You ready? Yeah, that was exhilarating. This is going to be exhilarating too. Hold 'em, flagman. Hold 'em. Green flag. Let's go. Let's roll. And off they go down towards the Alabama Gang super stretch for the first time. Chastain lines up on the outside with 3 other Chevys. Byron guides the inside. Top 3 are now clear of William Byron as they come through 3 and 4. Ross Chastain will lead his first ever Cup lap. Man, look at this racing already 3 wide. Big move by David Reagan. Almost got into Casey Kane. And here's Alex Bowman. First pass for the lead. Got help from William Byron. Yeah, we're going to see surges of momentum like that all day. Bowman was just waiting. Got a big run. Made a pass. And now here comes William Byron to the inside. Bowman leads that lap. But the 24 coming and McMurray got on the wall. That's going to slow people up. Yeah, that might be some pretty heavy damage on that one. I think he got bumped on Matt Kenseth. As William Byron now leads, Chastain goes back around Bowman with a nice push from Jimmy Johnson as we come to lap number 4. And now we're seeing William Byron doing a nice job negotiating, going back and forth. But here comes Logano and Keselowski. Spotter's Nightmare, the Auto Trader Gang, 1-2 on the bottom. I don't know why they're running the same paint scheme this weekend, but they're both fast. Other Fords coming to the front from the back, Blaney Boyer and others. You see McMurray headed to pit road with a flat tire. Lap number 5, and in front it is Joey Logano taking control. We'll be back after this.
Hey, I'm Trip McGinnis, former Progressive Cup Series champion, and as a race car driver, I know life can be stressful and it comes fast. That's why it's always good to have... Hey, Trip. What? It's supposed to be my commercial. What you doing here? I just came for the gumdrops. Hee.
Welcome back to the Aaron's 499, lap number 7. You see lap traffic. Timmy Hill lost the draft. McMurray had to pit. They'll go past as we see so many Fords, and Reagan gets jostled a little bit. Yeah, and this is going to be interesting, Tony, because we might see some pit strategy. Yeah, these guys, if they pit this lap before pit road closes, they can make it to the end. So let's see if anybody sacrifices points. Right on board with Chastain currently in 4th. And you see the hand out the window of Keselowski. Byron pulls up, and here they come down pit road. Yeah, some guys pitting, some not. Many Fords, along with Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, and others. About 15 on pit road. But we got a battle for halfway right now. A lot of guys who have not gotten any playoff points. Jimmy Johnson takes a look. Ty Dillon with the block. All guys are starting the 3rd line. Byron trying to hang on. Here comes Reagan to the line. Byron gets halfway, and around goes Austin Dillon. And the caution comes out, and we have our first wreck finally, and heavy damage for the 3 car. Yeah, that splitter dug into the grass. Let's see a replay. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, they're all getting jostled, and oh, Hamlin got loose. Kyle Busch got into him, and Austin Dillon, you see when he hit that grass, it just picked that car right up. Yeah, it looks like Hamlin might have gotten a little tap from Eric Jones. And there's your Nike Super Zoom. You see all 4 tires off the ground. There's your top 5 at halfway. Let's send it down to pit road.
Halfway bonus winner William Byron is happy with his Hooters Chevrolet, saying it's just a little loose. A wedge adjustment and regular service, and he's away.
His teammate Jimmy Johnson had a vibration during that last lap that they're checking now. And we have a crash on pit road, Eddie.
Debbie, you're right. Man, big damage on the 83 of Brett Moffitt. Eric Jones also involved. We're going to try to get a look at this. Yeah, let's see. Jones pulling out. Oh, they just mistimed it. And Moffitt took a big hit to that pit wall. So we're going to take a look at your fan predictions. Trip, who do you like? Well, Ross Chastain's been really fast. Hamlin, I wouldn't count him out. Or Brad Keselowski. We see a lot of fan predictions. This is going to be fun as this gets going. Hey, William, it's Trip McGinnis up in the booth. You got a copy? Yeah, I got you. Well, that was exciting. Wild 9 laps here at Talladega. You get the halfway bonus. What was the decision like to not pit there? Well, you know, I mean, we're deep in the points right now, so every point matters. Nice to get the halfway bonus win. And yeah, that was really our decision there. You think you got a chance to win this race? Well, I hope so, but I know we're going to have a wreck at some point, so just hope we can make it through the field pretty quickly. Well, best of luck, William. Thank you. So we'll restart here lap 12. 14 cars pitted before halfway. They restart out front, including Keselowski and Logano, the teammates. Ty Dillon won the race off pit road. He starts 15th. There's Eric Jones with some damage. He'll stay on the lead lap. McMurray, the Bass Pro Shops, Lucky Fish, Dillon and Moffitt are out. Green flag. Now let's see if we see some team orders here from Penske. Keselowski's going to try to get high, but he forces Logano up into the wall. Oh boy, now they're 3 wide behind. Keselowski and Chastain got away, but that pack's coming quickly. Here comes Kenseth. We got a line of Fords, Chastain mixed up with them as they come to the line. And Chastain's going to get turned around. Oh no! And half the field slides down the banking. That's not the big one. That is the biggest one. So many good cars. There's William. Denny, Hamlin is in it. Red flag is out. Look at some of these new leaders. Look at Casey Kane's door on the ground. Yeah, that just came off. Really sad to see for Chastain as well. Other cars on pit road, let's see a replay. Yeah, we're going to see this in full speed. It looks like Kenseth got in the back of Chastain. And, you know, when all these cars are so close together, so much energy in that pack, there's nowhere for anybody to go. So many of those cars who pitted before halfway thought they had the good strategy in the track position, and it doesn't pay off. And I mean, just look at all these cars. Big hits for Chastain and Stenhouse. There's Casey Kane. Reagan and Hamlin almost missed it. Same for Tyler Reddick. Almirola on fire. Watch Casey Kane's door on the bottom right of your screen. Yeah, it gets ripped off by William Byron, then he takes a big hit into Michael McDowell. So the car's getting back rolling under caution. Let's look at the Nike Super Zoom. That is a junkyard. That is humongous. I haven't seen that many cars pile up here in a while. Last look. Yeah, the Chevy and Fords, their bumpers really haven't lined up very well this week. That's another example. Well, we're going to get ready to restart now with 2 to go. A lot of cleanup. Keselowski and Rockwell up front, then Ty Dillon, Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see some cars with damage. Timmy Hill, your lucky fish. Here we go. 2 to go. We're green. Ty Dillon with a big push to Keselowski. Are they going to catch him? They will. They separate and they get swarmed. Falling through the middle go the 2 and the 13. Here comes Bubba Wallace to battle with Jimmy Johnson. Castle gets loose. Man, this is going to get crazy. Jimmy Johnson in the lead. Bowman gets hit. Here comes Landon Castle with help from Michael Waltrip. They separate. Down the backstretch for the final time. Contact behind. The Busch brothers around with Reddick. No caution. Bubba Wallace goes high. What's Ty Dillon going to do? Through the final corner. Dillon looks low. Around goes Jimmy Johnson. He's up into the air and it's a photo finish as Johnson goes across the line upside down. And Justin Allgaier has stolen the win. They're checking on Jimmy Johnson, and he is emerging from the car. What a sign. A heavily damaged 48. Johnson is okay. Fans are on their feet. That was wild. Ty Dillon, Bubba Wallace, Michael Waltrip, Paul Menard also involved in that crash. Let's just take a look at the final lap again. That was wild. You see Castle and Waltrip get a huge run. They're 3 wide, and the back just 4 wide didn't work. Yeah, and then you see Bubba jump to the high side. Now on Water Watch, we're going to watch this slower too. Ty Dillon turned Jimmy Johnson, but Ty Dillon got some help as well. And man, Jimmy Johnson, he almost got into the catch fence. Yeah, but he rode the top of the wall, so it wasn't that bad. But watch Ty Dillon. He got clipped by Allgaier and then by Keselowski. Very lucky those two got through. They're beating and banging to the line, and Johnson goes upside down across the line, flipped about 4 or 5 times. What a wild ride for the 48. Look at our Nike Super Zoom, some of these pictures. You see that car up in the air, Ty Dillon getting slammed by Wallace, up on top of the 13 for Jimmy Johnson. And there's, look at all the damage on that 48. Yeah, that car is demolished. And there is your finish, 9 1/1000ths of a second between Allgaier and Keselowski. Man, and just moments ago, Justin Allgaier doing his burnouts. What a win. Nice week here for Ganassi Racing after everything that happened with Larson. And look at some of these surprises. Alexander Estrada 3rd for TriStar. Castle gets another top 5 here. Chris Buescher, Suarez, they've all struggled this year. They get top 10s. Guys, your impressions on the race? Well, classic Talladega. You'll see the results going by. I mean, really frustrating for Jimmy Johnson, Ty Dillon. They both had great days just at the very end, getting tangled together. Don't really know who to blame there because Ty Dillon get some help from behind. Yeah, I mean, just a lot of wrecks towards the end. It was really exciting at the beginning. I mean, this was prime Talladega here, and I can't wait till we come back here next time. Well, there's your final look at the back part of the field, and now we look at the point standings. 1 race remaining until the playoffs begin. 8 drivers are locked in. Actually 9. Keselowski is mathematically. He's not in green, though. Harvick, Bowman, and Almirola are in. Jimmy Johnson, Eric Jones, just 8 points out. Suarez, Kenseth, both with mathematical chances. And if someone outside the top 16 wins, that could throw everything off at Charlotte. And then remember, 5 playoff points for the person who wins the regular season championship in terms of points, and this is close trip. Yeah, 7 drivers separated by 29 points. Hamlin gained the edge because so many of those guys wrecked today. Well, Justin Allgaier celebrates first ever Progressive Cup Series win for the reigning Flex Seal Series champ. Our next race is the Coke 600 from Charlotte. For Trip, Tony, Ed, and Debbie, I'm Eddie Kalegi. We'll see you next time on WUB Network.